We should be live. I need to see if this fan is picking up on the mic. Okay, can you hear that fan? Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Okay. Where's my page at? Let me put some music on for y'all while I wait a little sec.
Why is that? To start with, the Small Business Administration, or SBA, partially backs these loans to reduce the risk that lenders take on when issuing a loan. That's good for lenders because it means they have some protection if the loan doesn't get repaid. And it's good for you.
Can you hear that? Yes. Y'all can hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, my bad. I'm trying to pull it up, pull my chat up on this other screen, but it's tripping. Maybe it has to be lowercase? This is so weird that it's being like this. Bro, that's crazy. I'm live too. That's crazy that it's doing this. I'm about to restart my. Let me restart my app. Cause I don't know why it's doing that. All right, let's see. My shit's really not popping up, bro. That's really some whole shit.
Pizza Hut is about to hook you up with more of what you love. Because when you order any pizza, we'll hook you up with a free pizza later. That's a pizza now and a free pizza later. Get even more with the Hut Hookup. Order now, only on the Pizza Hut app. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Just cool, it's calm, I didn't run, I got hard. My girl is hard, my wrist is hard. I just push to start. I got M's, I just left. The hard is hard. I just left my way to the bank. I don't hear no talking, fam. I bro, he's talking, fam. I got two things waiting on me, but I feel like we don't match. I just put my foot down.
Man, hold on, let me sign in.
I got more than you, my G. I pulled up on you, my G. Nowhere to run, my G. This one keep tempting me. I told her that my time come E.
If that's why it's acting like that, I'm gonna just go ahead and sign in. Hold up.
Okay, just cool. It's calm. I didn't run.
Cause it's really bugging.
Girl, it's art. My wrist is art. I just push to start. I got M's. I just left. The bag is large.
Hey, what's that? What's happening, twin? I'm back in it. Knew he was from UK when he got behind me stabbing it. Shanae jumbo flout. Cost me 10,000 quid. In the 8 they caught me fine shit. But the man don't say I'm lame, okay? He called me Big Mom.
He said, but the man don't say I'm lit. Hold on, I gotta sign in on my other screen real quick.
Now I got some real thing. Tryna get you out that Nike tech. Love me a nigga from the end.
It's cool. It's calm. I didn't run. I got hard. My girl is art. My wrist is art. I just push to start. I got M's. I just left. The bag is large.
That new Nims and what's her name? My girl is art.
Turbo. Money, huddle, gotta, cutter, lotto, orders, dollars, quarters, beats, water, reach,
Porter.
no beach, on a,
For the following, right?
wanna, come on, wanna, hey, I'm a stunner, summer, meaning, hunter, cooker, hey, knuckle, hey,
There we go.
hey. I've been sipping acorn, bitch, nigga, A1, baby, back in the A-Club, baby, what a pecan, we in there on the
Okay, cool. We in there. 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 We in there.
bitch on the jet, keeping it get on the net,
Now let me post.
coming for 6, speeding the bitch, I still got my foot on their neck, when I put on the wrist, I used to drop in the X, I got a regular dash, fuck a whole lot of weekend remind, she want me sticking in deep in that gun, you know I be with it or what, cut your body, I keep it on hush, this is gon' tell in the rush, come to the spot and the feeling the splash, fuck with these niggas a dub, money, huddle, gotta, cutter, lotta, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, reach, water, your bitch, on a, wanna, come on, on a, hey, I'm a stunner, summer,
Benny. Hannah. Cooker.
hey, Michael, hey, surfer,
Wait.
surf, Papa, hurt,
Papa Smurf.
lot of dirt, I can color, dirt,
It's twitch.tv/opt, right?
off merch, sipping, dripping, tipping, tripping, women, hey, linen,
Let me make sure.
dinner, killing, spinning, willing, grilling, hey, drilling, hey, money,
Yes, it is.
gotta, cutter, lotta, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, reach, water, your bitch, on a, wanna, come on, on a, hey, I'm a stunner, summer, video, on a, cook up, hey, knuckle, hey, surfer, hey,
Cook up. Hey.
Unlock a new world of efficiency with Asana. Automate workflows so your team can have less follow-up and more follow-through. Try for free
Feeling
today.
paid.
Asana.com.
Not the ad. That's gonna blur it out. Hopefully, it doesn't blur mine out at the end of the video. 'Cause that'd be tough. So hopefully not. Hopefully not. Because I saw it did that last time. Is my audio still good?
Is my audio still good?
Yeah. Just putting this link up.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke all the nights. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it ain't no fox. We call him Chaucer cause they got a chop. Took her out of filers cause her pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. How do y'all and the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be sober, I gotta stay high. If it's a serpent, the county is dry. Riding this bitch shit like Bonnie and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some vibe. She need as a burger, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes said go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her pussy, her pride. Digging her back while I'm gripping her side. We can make back, this ain't regular size. Really floppy like Pelican guy. But you ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. I'm good at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She sing out my sound, I ain't changed the whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it ain't no fox. We call him Chaucer cause they got a chop. Took her out of filers cause her pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Money. I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in car. I put this bitch in front of the Billy in front of the driver. That man sit there and weed, he smoking the road. Wow. I stood up and cooked up, I'm drinking, I shoot up the tires. I'm really cool by myself. I had to kick her though when I was five. Keep the old ones on the shelf. Oh, since he round in the family. I'm sick and tired of the young niggas act like they fine and chillin' in life. Acting like they the one created this and they get all they drip from that guy. Yeah, Cartier eye, Cartier coke, Cartier after watch. Cartier love, Cartier the thigh. Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Prison cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier thigh. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm a helper gon' go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gon' go out. I just grip on her ass and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I can whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip it the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to a whole house. 100 racks and 1 to bought the flood at. Money. Since on toilet flavor hot just to show you the time frame. 100 mil down on my desk, but I'm still up the side, eh? Dash your M's in my account to the truck in my driveway. I'm in that photo by myself. Know it's alright, my niggas outside. Know they gon' ride to the death. Had some good years, ain't no way I get tired. I gotta do what I feel. Every day Super Bowl, fuck it all up. I put a lot on myself. And then for Richard Mill, I'm like, okay, let's go. She's lit ahead, my bitch is the credit torpedo. I had to go back and leave on my scales like I'm 13-0. It's lit. I told her, baby, this not the remix, this the part.
I forgot about Trap Part. Hold up.
Since I told her, flame been hot just to show you the time frame. 100 mil down on my desk, but I'm still up the side, eh? Dash your M's in my account to the truck in my driveway. I'm in that photo by myself. Know it's 100 more niggas outside. Know they gon' ride to the death. Had some good years, ain't no way I get tired. I gotta do what I feel. Every day Super Bowl, fuck it all well. I put a lot on myself. In that feel Richard Mill, all I go down. Let's go. She slid ahead like my best is the grad torpedo. I had to go back and legal my slides like I'm 13 and 0. It's lit. I told her, baby, this not the remix, this is a part of the sequel. Part of the set. No, we not living the same, we not making the same, we not equal. No. Yeah. Your mamas can fly. Had some dragons, put that shit in the sky. Thought the angels know the devil would try. It's so hot, you thought Paris Hilton just said it. When we come out, we can't help but leave damage. After party, astral roll at the planet. Let them out by birthday, didn't understand it. When I'm home, know that I fuck on a Grammy. Yeah.
What's next?
When you get car insurance,
I'm gonna just mute the ads. Is it 5 seconds? It's a 30-second one. Oh, we're good.
Yeah. Shout out to Ho, city, man. You know what I'm saying? Ho, fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? I put that up. Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in this bitch with TB. I'm in this bitch with 4 tray. I just pulled up me a A. Real nigga all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks to the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about pulling up? In Bentley trucks. Make these bitches fall in love. All of my niggas on go. None of my niggas no hope. All of my niggas gon' smoke. All of my niggas together. We came from the bottom. We used to weigh each other. None of my niggas gon' fold. Couple pussy niggas told. They and my niggas don't more. Hold it down for the fold. In the line with the wolves. All on my daughters for sure. We won't fall out about shit. Especially not by no bitch. We ain't gon' fall out by hoes. Man said get them lows. We let them go for the low. I got my hood in control. I got my left wrist on froze. I got my right wrist on froze. I got my necklace on froze. Both of my ears on froze. I been getting faded, I'm sipping on maple. If she gon' fuck, I won't make her. I don't like bitches with makeup. If she want titties, I pay for it. Get out of there when I wake up. I pass the bar, I don't lay up. I'm a big boss, I gotta say so. They'll wipe you down if I say so. Dracos on Dracos on Dracos on Dracos. Fathers on fathers on fathers. I just bought me some new water. With a nigga Katrina, shout out New Water. I made a promise my niggas gon' ball. All in the paint, change my name to John Wall. Getting out trees like a leaf in the fall. Find a new plug and we taking them out. Pull up in a brand new bench truck. Hop out fresher than a man tall. Little nigga, but I'm big dog. All I gotta make is one call. Hit a nigga block, took off. Cross a nigga up, high sauce. Ooh, I got him. These birds I didn't turn to a second. 100 racks stuffed in the back. 100 racks stuffed in the attic. 100 racks stuffed in the sofa. These niggas play gangster, but they won't approach me. I know they never approach me. They know that they catch a bullet. I ride the gang to the footers. I run with some real ones, don't hang with no pussy. I ain't no killer, don't push me. I see how you niggas be looking. I hope you don't think you no bully. I'm living the life I should star in a movie. Riding the vert with a Uzi. Twerk get behind me, I lose it. They tryna guess what I'm doing. They tryna guess who I'm screwing. They ain't even they business. They ain't wanna fall with me. Now they see a nigga drippin'. Now they wanna fall with me. They can get in touch with me. Hardly ever in the city. They just know I'm
It's ready.
They just know a nigga busy. I've been running.
We about to start it here soon.
Yeah, that hard. Yeah. Hey, baby, push it. You feel? Yeah. Down you feel? I'm telling you. Okay. Okay.
Man, that song was hard. I remember when that shit first came out. Yeah. That's exactly what he'd be sounding like.
Yeah, you came back and you fell. Second place, can't be in my face so now. Deep pockets, they think I'm like Chanel. Fat wallet, little bitch, you know I got hell. I'm said I was a Riverdale. Off Molly, that tum-tum pill. Rich nigga with all these fucking girls. Heat next, I put him on the mirror. She's next, I told her she my girl. Oh, you like that?
Oh, you like that? Oh, you like that? Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Oh, you like that? Oh, you like that?
Put him on the news, 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 put him on the news.
Music. My cousin asked me if I'm gonna get on the game tonight. I'm streaming on IRL right now. You playing Siege tonight?
You gotta be canceled, you make me feel some tight way. You know I can't be canceled cause you feel some tight way. I'm in the leg. I'ma keep killing these hoes, I'm fucking on my mate. Pick up my car like a brains, sipping on Sunday. Bust the hold of my braids, then I go hungry. I'm cooking up like my tape, bitch, it's Sunday. These ain't my time. I told her the blood don't fit, I'm feeling like OJ.
And my cousin calling me Kai tonight. Let me show you. Look. You talking about, did I want to play the game? Hold on, let me pause it. He talking about, do I want to play the game? I said, and he said, you playing Siege tonight? I said, nah, I'm RL streaming right now. He said, okay, Kai Sinat. Hell no. Shout out to Kai Sinat though. The king of this shit. For real. I'm gonna just say LOL or LMAO. Now I do want to play though. I'll probably play after this stream. I might. Let's get it started though. Watch out, Cardi. Let's get it started. We'll close that up. This is episode 2 of my new podcast. I started a podcast over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I have about 20 episodes on this channel right here, the Classic Prayer channel, which is also where my short film is and all my other short films, art and stuff. If you want to check that first season, check it out over there. The second season is going to be focused on this channel at Alt by Nature, Devontae Infinity. We're streaming it. It came out today. We're going to stream it live. I'm going to go through it, talk through it, give you some free game, you know, give you some dubs, give you some different gems and some of the stuff, you know, that's hidden in this industry that, you know, I wish more people knew about. And I know that some people wish they knew about too. You know, some people want us to talk about this stuff. And then some of them, you know, they're looking forward to. So we're going to run it up. This one, episode 2, is about getting ghosted by $1 million brand. This is a very interesting story, and this happens to more people than you know, creators, creatives, whichever one, however you want to say it. Many different people are in this entertainment industry. There's so many different jobs, so many different roles, so many different like sub niches, even in certain niches. So anybody that has worked with clients, $1 million clients specifically, $1 million brand, so-and-so, $1 million people. Clients are clients, right? But there's just different areas in it. And, you know, they hold themselves to a certain degree and to a certain standard. And unfortunately, when you actually work in this industry and you talk and you're associated and you work with these different types of people and brands and stuff, you kind of see it's not all Hollywood, you know, it's not all glam and gold. And that's why I wanted to start this podcast in general. But I started a new season. Season 2 is going to focus more on this type of stuff. Season 1, I talked about some of it. I talked about some other things, some random topics. But this season, I want to talk to you more about what goes on. I want to give you free game. I want to put you on some stuff. I want to get into how I'm able to do this on my own, and just so many other things that people don't know about. You know, you don't always need an agency neither. And I'm one of those people that has broken that agency mode, and I'll actually get back into that. But let's go ahead and run this. Now let's talk about it. Ghosted by $1 Million Brand. You can read the subcontext on your own time. Let's go. Actually, real quick, let's get a audio mic check real quick before we run this. Let me get an audio check. 2. Oh shit. Hold on. That prompt going crazy. Let me get an audio check.
Into that.
Let me get an audio check.
We're gonna get so deep into it.
We're gonna get that.
No Diddy, of course.
How is this?
But we're gonna get so deep into that.
How is this?
I have had so.
Hold up. My shit's tripping.
We're gonna get so deep into it. No Diddy,
Mic check.
of course.
How is this?
But
Whenever I'm
we're
talking.
gonna get so deep
Let me
into
hear it.
that. I have had so
Run it back. Let me listen.
many, several multi-million-dollar clients and
All right, that's good. Just double check my chat. Let's go.
which brings us into episode 2, where we're going to get deeper into that right there. We're going to get so deep into it. No Diddy, of course. But we're going to get so deep into that. I have had so many, several multi-million-dollar clients and multi-billion-dollar
Wait.
brands.
Chat, I am so sorry. I didn't even start the screen share. My bad. I knew something was off. I'm over here looking at the thing, making sure it's trying to go play. My damn iOS is off. Here we go. Because I had it pulled up here, so it's showing it, but it's not showing it in sync. I just kind of like glitched myself out. Let's get that good for y'all. Sorry about that. I'm doing so many things at one time right now. But we should be good. Let's see. Run it real quick. How we looking?
Which brings us into episode 2, where we're going to get deeper into that right there. We're going to get so deep into it. No Diddy, of course. But we're going to get so deep
Just double
into
checking.
that.
We're good.
I have had so many, several multi-million-dollar clients and multi-billion-dollar brands reach out to me. And what I mean by specifically reach out to me is, move that out the
And I
way.
recorded this a little while ago, so I've had this in Evolve for some months.
What I mean by that
You can probably tell in my face a little bit.
is these brands and these people are so capable of paying the rates that I give them. I don't know. Let's restart. Scratch it. Let's restart. How are you a multi-million-dollar brand and a multi-million-dollar client, and you're reaching out to me first, which means 9 times out of 10, you see my work, you see my worth, you've seen the stuff that I've done for other brands and other clients, and you want to work with me. That's great.
Okay, so look. I'll pause it right here to talk more about this part specifically. This is something I want people to think about. This is free game right here. Okay, this is free game. This is like some real insight. Most of the time, if somebody or a brand, a client, or somebody specifically is reaching out to you to work with you, more often than not, they're reaching out because they've seen what you've done, what you're capable of. You got reference or something like that. Obviously, some of us may know what that's like more than others. Some people might not know too much about it. That's why this is here, and this is why we're having this conversation. So, to my experience, 9 times out of 10, not including scams and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, when a brand reaches out to me or they've booked me, it's because they've seen what I can do or they see something that I am capable of doing. This industry and this business is all about inspiration. That's where niches come in. So a fitness brand is gonna like a fitness creative or a fitness creator. It's a niche, right? It's the same thing for this. When people are reaching out and they're following you, again, they're either interested in what you've done or they're interested in what you're going to do. This brand in particular, I've already worked with them before. So this is why this story is a little bit more different from the usual than just being ghosted just because you gave a brand your rates, or just being ghosted just because, or trying to get scammed or whatever. This is completely different. So long story short, I'm gonna let this play. But where I say this 9 times out of 10 is they're reaching out to me because we did something in the past and they loved it. They loved it so much. And they're reaching out again. This time they're not just reaching out again. They're reaching out because they want to do something more. They want to do something bigger. And I got connected with the CEO and everything of that nature in the emails, and I can pull those up right now. So just keep that in mind.
But the catch is, they want you to do it for free. Or it's gifted. Or it's, can we give you $100 with unlimited usage, unlimited rights, and all that, which we'll get into that in the next one, because that's a whole different war. But the thing is,
yeah, whitelisting is something completely additional on top of that. I'm not going to pause it too long here, but whitelisting means, for those that don't know what whitelisting is, or allow listing, is basically when you accept a brand's request to access your post for them, and they pay to run ads through it. They pay to boost it. So this brand particularly wanted to whitelist with me, and we had whitelisted before on TikTok. So on TikTok, you post a video, you send them a code, or they send you some sort of code or link, and you go through with that, and it basically gives them access. I think there's a couple different filters you can do that gives them, access to that post, to access the insights, the analytics, and like the stuff to put money into it and boost it and promote it and whatever they want, share it. Sometimes they can even edit it. And some people do it for free, but typically you can charge. So in this situation, they wanted to do it for 12 years. So I have a rate, multiplied, or divided by certain numbers. And then each month is an additional fee. That's how I do it. And that's how some other people do it. That we run this as a business.
Dollars. Thing is, $100 for an entire campaign with unlimited rights and unlimited usage, at my level, my experience, is incredibly discriminating towards everything that I stand for and everything that I've done. Are you fucking kidding me? $100 with unlimited rights and limited usage, for my experience and for all the brands I've worked with, over 200 brands, including dozens and dozens of high-end brands, multi-million-dollar brands, multi-million-dollar clients. Even a couple of them are billion-dollar brands.
Indeed.
Am I anywhere near a millionaire or a billionaire? Fuck no. Is that the point? Fuck no. My point is, people don't see this shit that goes on behind the scenes.
And before we get into this next part, the other additional point on top of that is unlimited rights, unlimited usage, which basically that means they can run it as long as they want to. They pretty much have full ownership of it, and like when you sign that away, or you give, that's what's in that sort of contract, they have indefinite rights to it. So I mean, you could be upset about something later and try to, do something against them, and if they respected it, they could take it down. If not, you'd have to take legal action. But at the end of the day, if that's in a contract, then that's the thing. So
Worked with so many brands, don't see this shit that goes on behind the scenes. I've worked with so many brands, but I'll admit a lot of them I was underpaid for.
Yep.
But when you're hustling, you gotta get, do what you gotta do. You gotta get what you can get sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm full time too, so sometimes sometimes I gotta take certain ones that are
Sometimes,
like a little lower,
You gotta take a little under sometimes.
just to stay up.
I'm not saying to mean you're branding or anything like that, but sometimes if it's like, oh, well, I need 700, and they're like, well, this is a little less. Can you do 650? You can still say no, but sometimes you can just say fuck it. Like you're still getting. Let's say that's the rate of that amount of whatever they want, and you're cool with that. It's not that bad off. You're still getting something. And of course, different things, for different amounts.
I haven't been doing it as much this year because I've raised my rates. I have raised a couple of other things, and I've also raised my expectations. And it's crazy because literally, here's a story right here. This multi-million-dollar beauty brand. I'm not gonna say their name.
Here we go.
But it's 2 words. I'm not gonna say their name. It's 2 words. I worked with them last year on a campaign. I did two videos for them, and they fucking loved them. They loved them so much that their CEO and pretty much anybody that really matters to the brand, they tapped in with me. They wanted me to stay in touch. They hit me up through emails, all that shit. They love my work. They love what I did. They love my face. They love all of that. And they loved it enough to even want a whitelist, which I can get into in another episode as well. But a little bit of whitelisting since we're here, and I know you need some context. Whitelisting or allow listing is basically when a brand will pay out of their pocket to basically sponsor your videos or your post. So instead of you having to boost it, they basically put money behind it to boost it, to get more views and get more engagement.
And that's what I was saying.
Right.
That's what I was
Which
telling
is
you about.
great. It's great. It can kind of help you depending. Me personally, it didn't do shit for me. But I'm pretty sure, they've at least made a sale or 2 off of it alone.
Yeah.
Now, that duration was only for 2 months, which 60 days, I believe. I believe it was 60 days. It wasn't 30 days. I believe it was 60 days. To whitelist 2 videos, and it sounded cool. I would have preferred it to be TikTok or something. I would have preferred it to be Instagram, but it was TikTok. My TikTok, people are really weird on my TikTok, so I really kind of stopped using it for a little bit. I used to be on there every day. Everybody told me I'd blow up, blah, blah, blah. I didn't. I just get people that watch my shit, view my page, and da-da-da, but that's a whole other thing. The thing is, I don't really give a fuck about TikTok, basically. So, I'll give you the I'll give you the rate. I'll give you the rate they gave me, just to emphasize what I'm talking about a little bit more. I usually don't go.
Yeah, so real quick right here, I'm just gonna add, I'm gonna let it play some more. But I just wanted to say, at that time, I was so booked, I was so busy. I already had hella clients. I was making a lot of money, so I wasn't really tripping too much on the rate they gave me. I don't really share too many rates, but this rate in particular, which you'll see, it was $100 to whitelist for 60 days. Now, usually that's not what I would do. But at that time, like I said, I was so booked, I was so busy. They kind of just threw it in there. Like we already worked together. I got the money for those campaigns or that campaign, and then you know, I was on to, you know, the next, doing this, doing that, working with so and so. Now you're good. I'm just new podcast just came out, so I'm breaking down some of it. Yeah, so at that time I wasn't really tripping on them like lowballing me, and I also didn't even use TikTok like that. So it was really just like some little side change. I was like, all right, I'll take the they just kind of were like, oh yeah, you know, so I got paid the base rate, and they're like, oh yeah, like we want a whitelist for like 60 days, you know, we can just send you $100. Is that cool? And at that time I was just so busy, I was just like, yeah, like, you know, like whatever, that's cool, boom. They can boost it on TikTok. But the point is, you see when I talk about it, that kind of went into another problem. Deep into race, but I'll be honest. They, you know, initiated, hey, you know, we'd love to whitelist, we love your videos, we love your content, we'd love to boost your videos, basically. Yeah, I recorded this one some months ago, and I never dropped it, so I finally just dropped it, and I'm reacting to it live, and adding, you know, free game, talking about some of it, breaking it down. We'd love to whitelist, we love your videos, we love your content, we'd love to boost your videos, basically, and we'll pay you. Sound good to me. So it was $100. Some people would jump at that, but I mean, honestly, would I have negotiated for more for it? Yeah, but it was just like one of those. It was just like one of those times, you know. I was like, you know, sure, whatever. You know, it was a little quick cash, whatever. And you know, it's TikTok, so it's like, whatever, right? I took it. Now, fast forward to 2025. 2025. They hit me back up. I'm talking CEO, assistant, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that really matter to the brand. They hit me up directly. They email me. They were telling me keep in touch through the platform we originally met. They hit me up through email, hey, again, they love my shit so much that took the time to come back to me, reach out to me, and ask me if I'm open to whitelisting again. So this is what I mean. Like, this story, it's deeper than usual because we already have a back history. It's not like they're trying to just jump in out of nowhere, throw a random offer and see if I bite. This in particular, we have experience together. So I think I worked with them like last October, last November. This is a story like it was a few months ago. It was a while ago. I was booked for 2 ads. So I made 2 ads for them, got paid for that. And they insisted I stayed in touch with them. They're like, they want to work, you know, they want to stay in touch with me. They love them. Everybody loves the ads. And so if that was October, November, they hit me back up basically in January. So that's why I was emphasizing this puts a lot of power on you. And this is what I want people to understand. When a client or somebody is reaching out to you, wanting to work with you, like I'm trying to tell you, 9 times out of 10, not including scams, 9 times out of 10, these people or these clients, these brands, 9 times out of 10, for some people it's 8. They already know either what you're capable of or what you can be capable of. So they either are reaching out because they've seen your work, they like what you're doing, they heard about you, you got reference to them, because a lot of these brands talk. Or they see that you have, you know, the influence to be able to either create with them or create for them. And those can be 2 different things too. So that's what I mean. They already knew what's up. And when they hit me up in January, it wasn't just one person. It was a couple. And one of them was a CEO. I got introduced to the CEO of the brand. That's not always how it goes. And that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, just because somebody reaches out to you from a brand, it doesn't mean they're the CEO. Sometimes it's CEO, sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's not. Well, it depends on the level of brands that you're working with. I've been working with a lot of major brands, so usually they have teams. But I do work with some brands or it's a couple people, or the CEO directly will talk to me. Sometimes it's both. Sometimes the teams will reach out and then the CEO will talk to me too, or they'll send me some letters or send me like some really cool stuff, which is very cool and very thoughtful. And I actually have some packages back there. Don't know if y'all can see all these, chat, but I might do an unboxing tomorrow. Good God, we got a lot of Beckett Seminon back there. Those are 4 boxes right there. We got Jones Road in the back. We got Image Skincare on the way. We got probably like 4 or 5 other clients coming in on the way, products coming on the way, and a major big one coming too. I can't wait to post that. I might even live stream that photo shoot. We have a major client we're going to be shooting with back in the studio. But anyways, back over here, we got glasses from a new glasses brand they sent me. They're very fucking cool. I got to finish those. Something right there for something that goes on a camera. And we got some more Becky Seminon, and then we got something, some Shilajit, from a fitness brand. So we've been working, we've been going crazy, and it's been really fun. So there's that. Now let me reply to somebody real quick about something. And we'll get right back to it. But yeah, so let's start it back up.
Now I have the power. So if you're new to this game, you're new to this industry, model, creator, creative, whatever, and you have clients and you have brands reaching out to you, looking to work with you, I'm gonna tell you something. If they reach out to you first, you didn't have to reach out to them, you didn't have to do a casting, none of that. If they reach out to you first, keep your eye on that. Because something that I learned that I wasn't taught, I had to teach myself this throughout marketing and being my own agent and stuff, right? So they hit me back up this year. This time they want a whitelist for a year, right? 365 days of whitelist. Now, for one, this is what I want you to understand. We already have a good history. The ball is in my park. I have the power here. They love my videos. They love the videos that I've made for them. Not only have they whitelisted it before, they whitelisted 2 of them before for 60 days for $100, which was their fixed rate. I just, kind of just accepted it. I don't even think I really pitched. I was just like, fuck it, quick cash. It was really not that time. But what I want you to understand is right now, the power is in my hands. And I'm down to whitelist for a year. I am really down to whitelist for a year, but the only reason why I'm really down for that is because I can make a check. I can make a good ass check off that. So let's be honest here, let's be real. I replied to them, asking them, about it and what they were looking to pay. You kind of just gotta see where they're at.
And this is what I mean. So when they hit me back up in January, basically, this conversation lasted all the way until March. So you can pretty much understand how frustrating it can be to have to go through this and deal with this, just because a major brand that for one reached out to you, don't want to work with you again, but for 2, they know what you're capable of. So look, I don't even know why they're trying to act like that, like they don't have the budget or anything like that. But that's not even the biggest problem.
Right?
The negotiation lasted, again, like I said, January to March, and it was just a lot of back and forth. I'm not going to show it directly, but I literally still have the email threads. Maybe I'll show them eventually, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I still have them. And it's even crazier. They reached back out to me after we worked together previously. They loved, like I said, they loved the work so much. They love what I did for them so much. they wanted to reach out to me again. And not only did they want to reach out to me again, but they wanted to whitelist. So notice how they went from they liked it so much, they wanted to whitelist for 60 days to then hitting me back up 2 to 3 months later, and now they want to whitelist for 365 days. Those are two very different numbers. And in this business, you're either going to want to do a 60-day deal or you're going to want to do a 365 for two different reasons. And that depends on how you feel about the brand, y'all's relationship, and you know what the rate is, what the offer is. You can negotiate. Sometimes it's fixed. It varies. The numbers always vary. But in this case, they paid me for a 60-day whitelist, but they don't want to pay me for a 365-day whitelist. So that's really weird. And they tried to get me to do it for free because they say, oh, well, it benefits me. But how does that benefit me? I have bills. And so does everyone in there.
So, long story short, whoever I was talking to expected me to just accept doing it for a year straight for whitelisting for 365 days with no pay because it'll benefit me. Let me be honest.
So they say.
Me whitelisting for free for 365 days with one of the biggest beauty brands probably in the world, if not this country.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
A multi-million-dollar brand. If you think I'm going to do that for free, you got me so fucked up.
Oh.
You got me so fucked up. Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, but it benefits me.
Right.
You think I care about views? I do this shit full time. I have full-time clients. I have bills. And you gotta think about this too. Whitelisting for a year for a multi-million-dollar brand that reached out to me first because they love my work, they love the ads that I made for them, they love my face, they love my impact, they love my influence, they love everything that I bring to the table. But when it comes to them wanting to pay me, they don't got it. So you love me this much? No, you don't. Because you're obviously trying to take advantage of me and you're not fully seeing me for what I'm worth. And if you think that me whitelisting those ads with them for 365 days is not going to make them any fucking sales, and even if it's just 3 sales,
because that's the thing. At the end of the day, something that a lot of people don't know is the views are not necessarily what makes your money. Like, there's people that get millions of views and they still clock in. Actually, most people that get millions of views still clock in. Only some of them are able to do it full time and live off of it because there's other assets that are involved. But whitelisting for a whole year for me, what does that do for me? Especially with no pay. That means I might get more views, but that's it. And it's not even something, you know, as crazy as I would need to even want to get views on for myself. I either need to really make sure something is guaranteed or I need a check. There's not really too much that comes with that of doing it for free. And the brands know this. They're not just reaching out to anybody to whitelist. I want you to understand, whitelisting is not something that is usually initially asked. There's so many creators and creatives that haven't even whitelisted before with brands. Way bigger than me. So that's the thing about whitelisting, is it's really powerful because of the benefits that it can come with it, but it's not really going to be for both parties unless that's how the deal is set up. So they're basically getting to market my assets. But why would you market assets if they're not going to be a return on investment? They know this. They're $1 million brand. And they don't want to pay me. So they want to run it. And again, let's say it does shit 365 days and it only makes 3 sales. It's still that type of brand that might not be too bad. And that's still something. They still might get a couple $100s off the sales. But damn, I can't even get a couple $100s for me. And this is another thing. I'm not even an affiliate. So it's not even like I get some sort of bonus or anything that I can promote for them on my own. This is just a one-time thing. It's a client. It's just a client, literally.
Over that time period, that's still, right? It's still something for them. But you're not going to sit here and talk to me talking about it benefits me more as a creator, blah, 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 because of the views. When first of all, those are not guaranteed. And secondly, it's not even like it's a commission thing.
Exactly. I'm not even a partner.
So I basically get no money. So you're trying to use my stuff for you.
There's a difference between, you know, like, okay, being a partner and partnering, yes, it can be the same thing, but literally sometimes it can be like just for a booking, or, you know, it can be as long as you want it to be if you really like the brand-ish, but it's kind of, that's on your own terms. I'm saying an actual affiliate. So, I mean, I've worked with hundreds of brands, but I wouldn't say I have hundreds of sponsors. I have, you know, enough sponsors, but not hundreds. I don't take all the deals. But I do have a few. You can use my links and save money, and I can make money too with the brand. But this isn't what that is. Sometimes you have, you know, those type of contracts. Sometimes you have a little shorter. Sometimes it's just a booking. It's just a booking, and that's what this was.
Use my face for a year and not pay me. But you gotta think about it. They know what they're doing. They want to use my stuff to market. They want to put money into me. They want to invest into me. Because of what I can do for them.
Exactly.
But they can't pay me.
Take a little sip of water, bro. Man, everybody take a sip, man. Just pause it for a second. Everybody take a sip. Whatever you got. Because damn, this work can be draining as fuck dealing with people like this. Playing in your face about money, man.
And before I wrap up this episode, the last point of that is I was negotiating with them probably for a month or two. And if it wasn't a month or two, it was at least a month just for them to ghost me. Why did they ghost me? Because I gave them my rates to whitelist for a year. And it ain't cheap, but it's what I'm worth. And honestly, it's not even all the way what I'm worth, because I still know how some of these brands act. So the rate that I gave them was a pretty good rate, but I really wanted more. So I already lowered it overall just to try to get them to bite. Because at the end of the day, I'm a hustler, you know, and it's 2025. I'm looking for bigger deals. I'm looking for bigger contracts. I've done a lot of work. I have a lot of experience. I work with a lot of brands. Over 200. Only emphasize that because I'm not new to the game. I'm true to the game.
Yes, sir.
So this is, you know, another reason. This is one of the... It's so crazy.
And that's what I mean. That's why, like, I want to tell more stories like this and about this type of stuff, because people wouldn't think this. Like, they wouldn't think that these $1 million and $1 billion brands are out here really scamming the people that they pay to market them and promote them. And influence is very much a real thing. That's another reason why I've been able to work with clients like this and brands like this, and I barely have followers. I have less than 2,000 followers. But influence is real, and influence is not always something that can be bought. And it's not always something that is seen by everybody, but they know it when they see it. That's why I've been able to do all this. That's why I've been in the game this long. That's why I've done this much stuff at this level and at a higher level than what people would expect because of that number on its own. And that's why I be trying to tell people, followers in this game it doesn't mean everything in this game. If you really know how to monetize it and you're marketable. So that's something that people have to think about.
It's so crazy. We did all that talking, all that emailing, just for them to ghost me. Because they don't want to pay my rates. And it's a rate that I already lowered because I needed a good check. And I know that they're fully capable of delivering that good check. And it's not going to hurt the brand, hurt anybody's pockets. But again, this is just me being transparent about this industry and about this business. And this is one of the reasons why I started this second season of this podcast, because there's so much stuff that people don't know about this business and this industry. And a lot of people are afraid to come out and talk about it. Here I am.
And that's how we close that one off. It's crazy, man. Like, we need more people to come out and talk about everything that goes on, not just show our bookings. We need to be transparent and show like more of the real stuff that goes on. Cause it's not all sweet. I'm trying to tell you, like, look, this is beautiful. Look at this. Subscribe, photo shoot, runway, photography, brand, blah blah blah, studio work, commercial work. It's beautiful. Yes, I know. But I also show y'all this real stuff and the real side and the side that people are afraid to talk about or don't want to talk about. So I'm giving you the best of both worlds. It's fun. It's great. You get to do a lot. You can travel. You can get all sorts of things and luxuries. But some people should just stick to their jobs or a different career, or it's not sweet. It's not glam and gold. And I'm gonna just let this play because I do have a little something at the end. Sweeten things up a little bit. Buy a brand that has not done me wrong. It's a beautiful day, right? Now I know what you're thinking. It's summertime, he's poolside. Why does he have on an Adidas hoodie in the middle of the summer, right? But you know what? If you get up to 40% off on Adidas products, you probably would too. You can. Use my link and get up to 40% off on Adidas products between now and August 1st. And you can chill just like this too. Just like this too. Between now and August 1st, man, use my link, use my code, man. You can get to 40% off Adidas products.
Which brings...
For real. So... That's that. And this is some, there's more stuff I want to get into, of course, and that I will get into. This is not a new story. This is, a story that I've had in the vault for a while, but it's here, and I have a few more in the vault. I got a few more cooking. I got something really cool planned tomorrow. I'm gonna have a couple special guests. We're gonna get into some of the justice and some of the SA and SH conversations and topics, and wherever else it may go. I have some people coming with more stories. I will share more stories, and we'll talk about all types of other stuff. And on top of that, my boy is coming over too. There's an old podcast we did like over a year ago. Really cool, really fun, very organic, genuine vibes. Talking about the industry and the transformation you kind of have to go through and experience when you want to do stuff like this, with between your family and your work and just all types of stuff like that. There's a lot of misinterpretations. So we did something on that. I never dropped it. There's a normal version and there's a gameplay version. I did a gameplay version. Like when we recorded it, I was playing Left 4 Dead. So I have two different versions. But we'll pull up one of them tomorrow. We'll watch it live. We'll react. I don't even know when the last time was I touched that one. I really wish I dropped it. It's very good, and it was very good to have somebody else on it. So I can't wait to drop that. That'll be, I don't know when I'll drop it, but you'll see it tomorrow because we'll watch it. I'll pull it up, I'll find it, and we'll react to it, and we'll break that down and talk about that. He's an artist, so there's a lot of similar experiences, and there's a lot of very different experiences, and you know, him working in the nightlife and all types of stuff like that. It's gonna be good conversations tomorrow, so I'm glad to be able to have those two people come on. Two very conscious people, and people that will definitely be able to hold a very upgoing and good conversation. And if anyone else wants to get on, I'd be happy to have more people get on tomorrow. Again, like I said, he actually hasn't seen the short film too, so I'm gonna show him the short film. So anybody that wants to see that with us can do it. I think we're trying to do it around 7. I gotta confirm with another friend or two, but it's looking like we'll try to get that going around 7 tomorrow. I might do an early stream a little earlier. Like I was showing you, you see all these boxes back there, right? I just called out everything, every brand back there. I just called out on stream, so shout out to all of them. But we got 4 boxes of Beckett Simonon back there. We might open up tomorrow, and some other stuff too. I might do that. Maybe I'll do a little get ready with me. You know, show you some of the products I've been using and stuff like that. I just got back in the gym last week too, so I've been feeling a lot better. Skin been looking better. The eating habits feel a lot better, more organic. And I'm sleeping better too. So get in the gym if you need some help. Actually, just come back. Where's the? Let me screen share just to come back here. This is what we just watched, and I just broke down certain parts of it. This is my second podcast episode, but this is the second season, so if you want to see the first season, you can click this. This says now we're live on Twitch. Click this. I have the first season right here. It's gonna take you to episode 20, which might be the last one that I did. And this one was how I actually started doing this. So that's very interesting. A very highly requested topic, and I shot this 5 months ago. And it's 35 minutes, so you get a little more insight to how it started. I broke down to different years and kind of somewhat of different struggles that I've had and I've had to go through between now and then. And you can see here, this is the first season. You can click this. It should take you to, yes. So yeah, there's 20 episodes on this first season, as you can see. This is a very, very OG print. I never updated it to the yellow that we actually use. Where is it? I might have not even uploaded it to YouTube, but on social media it was posted. So literally a year ago, like, let me see, when was
Truest and more.
When was this? When did I upload my first episode? November 29th, 23. So that was a while ago. I still had braids. So yeah, so we got 20 hidden episodes. Not too many people know about these. The one that got the most views is this one. Episode 13. And this is what the hell just happened? If you want to see episode 13, this is the one that got the most views. I mean, I was really talking about a lot of shit in this too. I can't lie.
Well, in the industry that I used.
So you can watch this one. This one is crazy. Talking about a lot of stuff. This is some real shit. I'm gonna be posting some more clips of this as well, because that was a really good one. And I did this one in a different style. I did it in a more documentary style. It's a podcast. It's not an interview. It's a podcast. I just tried a different style, a documentative style, and it was really cool. Some people were being weird online about it when I posted them on TikTok. I mean, I just don't think people really take anything serious on TikTok, and it reached the wrong audience. So people were being weird, like saying it's like a fake interview, or like I need more angles for the interview vibe, or like this guy but nah, I mean, I don't have to act like that, and I've never had to act like that. I mean, shit, look, we can go here to my thing. We can go to my channel. And literally, we can go to this link right here. All links and sponsors. Everybody that was being funny doesn't actually know I literally already have interviews out. I have legit interviews out, bruh. I don't post anything to look fake. I genuinely have a lot of experience in this field. And that's that. So they were trying to be funny, you know. I was like, they're in their fake interview. You need more, bro needs more angles to give the interview vibe. I'm not trying to give an interview, bro. This was a very fun way to do a podcast, you know, set up outside. I got the different angles clicking. I think like 2 angles. It was really cool. It was really different. But I literally have interviews out. And I did all these in the beginning of the career. And what's crazy is at that time, I actually turned down a major interview because I don't want to do another one right now. I want to wait until like I get to a different level. So these are all super foreign, like literally 2020, 2021, 2022. Canvas Rebel, that might be the same year. I don't think that was 2023. So when I first got in the game, I legit did an interview pretty much every year. And I've been just grinding on the low since. And then we have all these here. We got my LinkedIn, Backstage, Facebook. I need to update the LinkedIn. I might have to update Facebook. Backstage is more for business purposes. I need to update this list a little bit, but you know, we got the Dermala. I honestly kind of just have this one up. I'm not gonna lie, I just have this one up. I don't even talk to them. I mean, if you like their products, you can get 20% off, and I can get a percent, but we don't really communicate. I remember when we first like signed, I tried to get them to send me something for free, and they're like, oh, you can just use the code and just get a discount. Yeah, okay. So that's just there. It's not even on my actual sponsors reel where I actually showcase them. So this is just here just for the fuck of it. Uncle Funky's Daughter, very good hair care brand. Bubs Naturals, they have very good like natural protein, collagen. Boca, been having a little bit of trouble getting in contact with them. Can't lie about that to y'all. But somebody did get back to me. I had to reach out to another team, and somebody should get back to me. But as of right now, this link is a little messed up. I think you only get 10% off as a new purchaser, however they worded it. But other than that, I'm not really promoting this one as of right now. Dudes Men's Skincare, I've done a lot. I've ran up a lot of numbers with them. A lot of the guys love this shit. The guys love this shit. Men's Dudes Skincare, you can use, hold on. You can use this code right here. You can get a good discount off that. I think it's 20% off, which is higher than most brands do. It's usually 10, 12, 15. 20% off is a little higher than usual. 30 is even higher than that. So if you really, if you're a guy, you need some skincare, you can check that out. I'm telling you, I've ran up the sales with them. I can't lie. I'd Hair Pro, I just updated this link. We just got back connected again. We partnered up, I think, around the time last time I was in LA, or no, like the last time I was in LA when I was doing this type of stuff. We partnered up. Very good curly hair gel, if you like curly hair gel, and beard oil. Threads Beast, I don't know if this is still active. If it is, go ahead and get your streetwear kits. And Curl Days is the first brand I ever actually partnered with hair wise. Like, as soon as I started posting like hair content, they hit me up immediately. So shout out to them. A lot of loyalty to them. And then we have the big hitters right here. They're always going crazy. Whenever there's a sale, this is my link. So whenever I say this % off, these are the links you can click and you can save, and I get a percentage. So GNC still might be going. I don't know if Crocs is, but whenever it is, this is the link. Adidas, right now, I'm telling you, between now August 1st, you can get up to 40% off. Use my code. So go crazy. So that's just a little bit of that. But yeah, like I said in the other one, man, I'm not new to the game. I'm true to it. I'm just a very low-key person, but I really do this. So it is what it is. I go undercredited. That's just where I'm at, and I accept that, and that's why I still do my thing. And nobody's ran up these type of numbers that I've done it, especially on my own. So we have there might be like 15 episodes. I added a couple of these from my very first YouTube videos, the A8. Go to my artist channel at Cosmic Prayer right here. You can go to videos, you go to oldest, and like boom. These are some of the very first YouTube videos I ever uploaded. It's a short series. That's the A series. We got all the way A10, A11. It's a A11 finale. Then we got the B series. The B series might be my favorite, and I think it's the people's favorite too, because this has 34K, and this is my biggest YouTube video. This has over 50,000 views. So B2 short films was a very fun and experimental era. This one all the way to this one, the finale, which I ended up turning into, this is actually spoken word. And then C series, C1 through 4 was a very short one, but very intriguing. This is probably my favorite one out of them. This one's good too though. Then we just have, some more YouTube videos. Oh no, the 5 finales right there. Don't watch this one if you're sensitive. I'm just telling you that now. And then looks like we started D, and we kind of just left it at that. I started a documentary that I never finished when I was in LA, and I started a podcast. Uploaded a couple of those. Boom. This is spoken word. Got my cousin on something. Talking about 2023. This is a little emotional if you want to hear more about like how ambition changed me. Spoken word here. Documentary clip. Homophobia, insecurities amongst men. Don't watch this if you're a pussy, and don't watch this if you're supposed to have a dick but you act like a pussy. Episode 8, picking up with my cousin. We did 2 episodes, more of these. There's just so much stuff. Documentary style podcast. This is a music video I shot in LA for one of my first singles. A lot of cool stuff. Some visualizers, more podcasts, some more visualizers, music, some short films, all types of stuff. I love doing this shit. And then this is probably really what's trending right now. My recent release, a very hot take, very hot narrative. And this is for bringing awareness. So we've been doing this for a minute. For sure. But as of right now, I'm probably gonna leave it at that. I was gonna do a couple more things tonight, but it is already kind of late, and I did start a little later than I probably should have. But you know what? We might get up tomorrow and do like an early morning RL one, and then stay tuned for later tomorrow night. That's really when the heavy hit's gonna come on. Real conversations with real people. That's gonna be really cool to see, to have
Which
one of my
brings
good
us
old
to
friends
episode-
pop up, get in there, and Shane will be back on. So shout out to Shane. She carried the whole convo for the pre-release screening, so that was cool. Shout out to her. And if you're seeing this too, or whenever you see this, make sure you go in here at Out by Nature, Devontae Infinity right here, my Puppeteer Playwright podcast, and tap in, leave a like, And I have more videos I need to post. I've been lacking on this channel. I took a couple weeks off it to work on some other stuff. But you see, we got started pretty good. So yeah, tap in with that. I'll be posting more stuff on that, and I'm gonna put all these streams on there. And the short film one will go on this one and on my caustic one.